beginning golfer hitting behind the ball and hooking it to the left. Also having trouble with the driver, so we'll see if we can find out anything from this iron swing to help the driver as well. So we will first play it through just to take a general look at it, bias aside for now. And it's a fairly athletic move, a lot of common symptoms of early extending and flipping the face on the way through, but I think we can give you 2 setup tips and 1 dynamic tip just to get you going. First thing, which will apply to most every club, is your ball placement relative to heel toe is much closer to the heel than it should be. A lot of beginning golfers don't realize that they hit the ball on the heel, and setting up there is just a recipe for disaster because more often than not, things begin getting closer to the ball and falling forward, causing more heel strikes as opposed to the opposite of standing up and hitting toward the toe. Everyone is different, but if you are saying you are struggling with the driver, I would bet that that is being struck on the heel as well. So watch out for your placement there. Second is your stance. You need to see a more athletic posture, probably a wider stance with slightly more knee flex. Bend angle from the waist looks alright, but getting a more proper setup and feeling more connected to the ground will help you with your 1 dynamic move through this swing, which is to get your hips to be a little bit more active in turning to the top. You don't have a huge loss of depth with your hand position, but there's not much hip rotation here, which is going to lead to your right hip tilt being higher than your left. That can get into reverse pivot territory and cause all kinds of problems. So if you straighten up, not to a point of locking, but straighten your trail knee a bit more as you turn the hips in the backswing, you'll create more depth in the backswing, get more from the inside on your plane, and that can definitely help your driver and longer iron swings. You look like an athlete, so I think you can figure a lot of things out. Not going to get overly complicated with those tips, but build a better stance, get away from that heel, and get turning with those hips in the backswing to go after the ball a bit more. You can always dial back off of it, but see what your limits are for your turn in your backswing. Good luck and have fun.